wasn't overcast and a little chilly, it wouldn't be Seattle, but neither the sky conditions nor the temperature were the reasons why this Pacific Northwest city was selected to host NECA's annual trade show and convention. Nope, the temperature doesn't matter at all when you've got a lot of business to conduct and information to present. So just up from the docks right behind me in the Pike Street markets, you'll find the Washington State Trade and Convention Center, the spot for NECA 2009. NECA members, chapters, and vendors came from all across the country to get educated and inspired at the premier event for the electrical industry in the United States. A world-class trade show, valuable seminars,
these things are critical to the future of this industry.
And several special events were part and parcel of NECA 2009 Seattle. But this year's edition was highlighted by three important developments: a national student competition, a new initiative called Energy Auditing, and last but certainly not least, a new dedication and focus on safety. 2009 will be remembered as the year when NECA and Electra International sponsored the first Green Energy Student Design Competition. 7 NECA student chapter teams took part, competing against each other, yes, but for a common goal. Every team identified a school in their community and conducted an energy audit of the facility. Based on those findings, the students then developed plans to retrofit the existing space with energy-efficient improvements and incorporate renewable power. The top 3 submissions were invited to NECA 2009 Seattle, where they each presented their ideas to a panel of contractors, chapters, and industry leaders. The 3 finalists were Oregon State University, Pennsylvania State University, and the University of Washington.
For a few of us, the electrical industry we knew about it. We've been involved in a few aspects, but this gave us an opportunity to really get in there and see what NECA's about. Their NECA affiliated contractors really helped us out. They really came in, stepped up, really happy to help us, give us all the information we needed.
My team, I got a great team. My best friends from the University of Washington, and definitely some of the smartest guys in our construction management program. It was wonderful to all get to learn a lot about the electrical industry. I personally work for an electrical contractor, and I foresee good things with NECA, Puget Sound, and the University of Washington.
Well, NECA is definitely showing a lot of interest in the young community these days. They see how valuable it is to pull engineers in. I'm an electrical engineer myself, and electrical contracting is definitely an interesting industry. They've got my interest piqued, I'll tell you that much.
While all 3 finalists were certainly deserving, only one team came away with the first place honors. That team was the University of Washington.
Well, the project was really exciting. What we did for it was basically take a look into the lighting conditions. We discovered that there was poor lighting conditions, and did our very best to implement a stronger one that would not only reduce the power utilized by Wedgwood, but also create a better educational environment for the student. That's exactly what we did.
This new initiative is not only exciting for the students, but for the NECA members as well.
I think we're going to get a lot better and a lot more interest in people with innovative ideas, people with students, and come out, do a co-op, get to know us, get to know our capabilities, and then realize we can make a decent living in the contracting business, because the contracting business is a very big piece of the United States right now.
Thank you to the rest of the schools who participated in this year's NECA student competition. Times are tough. New construction builds are down, financing is tight, and many contractors are struggling. NECA recognizes the challenges facing our industry and held several sessions in Seattle that focused on the economic downturn and the changing construction market, and how contractors can survive in these tough times. But perhaps the most popular session centered on how electrical contractors can help owners save money on their current buildings. It's called Energy Auditing, and NECA offered members their first look at a brand new resource developed just for them, a step-by-step guide to evaluate the energy conservation, efficiency, and alternative power opportunities in an existing building. We know that the electrical contractor who performs a facility's energy audit will most likely get the work to implement these recommendations. Energy auditing is expected to generate an estimated $2.1 trillion worth of new business by 2030. Bernie Kotlier, the Director of Green Energy Solutions for the NECA IBEW LMCC of California, led 2 sessions on this new tool and training. Resources that, if taken advantage of, provides a portal to green energy projects for NECA members.
We encourage contractors to, first and foremost, use their business contacts, their customer base as a great opportunity. Because according to the Department of Energy, there's about 75 billion square feet of non-residential space in the United States. That's just an enormous potential. And almost all of that space has not been audited, and very little of that space has received any kind of energy efficiency work. I think for most contractors, the opportunities are wide open. Most of that space is available to be audited and, of course, applied with energy efficiency measures that can be very profitable for the contractor and very rewarding for the property owner as well.
Safety on the job has always been a priority for NECA, but until now, we've never had a formal standing policy. The Board of Governors remedied that situation at this year's meeting. One workshop was called "Quit Feeding the Monsters: New Techniques to Create a Positive Safety Culture," during which attendees learned how to identify 4 monsters terrorizing job site performances. These monsters can be anything from attitude to concentration to laziness and everything in between. Director of Safety Jerry Rivera took some time to chat with us about NECA's new dedication to safety and what it means to everyone involved with the organization.
This year has been an exciting year for NECA. We've had a lot of activities on the safety side. We had an ET&D partnership meeting that involved a lot of the major line contractors where they gave an update on their activities, some of the success stories, and a little brief history of what the partnership is all about. The Safety Roundtable gives our members an idea of what happens behind the scenes as far as safety is concerned. NECA has been very active in the regulatory process this year. There's been a lot of activity, and what we did at convention is we reported on that to our membership just to give them an idea of what's happened and also to get some feedback, get some comments from them if that's the right direction that we're going on that end.
Looking back, this year's convention was coordinated to address issues important to NECA and its members. So says CEO John Grau.
NECA, we had to retrench a little bit ourselves, but we made sure that what we're doing is going to provide the service to the members that they need. So while we have a little lull here in the action, we're really moving forward, and we're going to make sure that we have the resources, the things that our members need in the future, and it's going to turn around. We know that. So we're ready and we're prepared, and all systems go.
With that, another conference is in the books, so make your plans now to join us in Boston, October 2nd through the 5th. See you next time on another edition of NECA Newscast.